Toyin.
And I'm Kathy.
And welcome to another episode of
Talking Spree.
Alright, nice. Did you see my glasses?
I know. I was just complimenting you.
I can never believe that I had to use glasses. Like, seriously. I don't like it though. When they gave it to me, I returned it and then I'm going to return it again.
Why?
Because they just made it for reading. And it's like, when I'm looking at stuff, it's like this way high. So I'm just going to...
But you need it.
Well, I need it, I know. But they have to redo it. Anyway, let's go into today's topic. Today's topic is people bribing their children with through school. And I'm so serious. I saw this news and I'm like, wow, so this actually happens in America. I thought it's only Africa and all this corrupt, and then you call them corrupt countries. I never knew that something like this goes on in America. And I did a video on it over on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. And you should hear me talk about this thing. It was so annoying.
It happens, Toyin. It's just that people don't talk about it. It happens. People who are like much wealthier, celebrities, their kids don't have to work for anything. As long as they have money, they could pay their way through.
But this is the reason why the riches evolves around the riches. You know, it's not like spread out. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is America, and then you see that, oh, it's all in all. I know the justice will be served, but how people cannot pre-think of what they wanted to do and said, okay, I can be caught doing this, and they still go ahead and do it anyway. People were bribing millions of dollars for these children that don't even deserve it. And we have our own children that are working. We're encouraging them to do stuff. We're encouraging them to study. We're encouraging them, to be something in future. And these are the reasons why they don't have the opportunity. Because some people out there who are not qualified for all of these things, they have the money and they can just feel like, okay, I can send money. I can use my money to get whatever I want. I mean, it was so sad. It was so sad of a news. And then on my Instagram page, I said, I want to go day by day through this. I was so interested. In this case. I want to see the end of it. And I'm thinking, like, the lecturers, not just the parents now, the lecturers, they can't tell me that they don't know what is going on.
Maybe not
the school administrators.
Yeah, maybe we can't blame the lecturers, because the lecturers have nothing to do with the financial part of the school. The only person I would blame is those who are in the administrative department, who are responsible for admissions and all the finance and tuitions, because you have to take an entrance test, right? Whatever college, university, whatever it is, wherever it is that you're entering. And if they realize that, okay, these kids are not up to par and they haven't scored the appropriate score that it needs to enter the school system, then that means that they could just go ask their parents for money, or their parents could just be like, you know what, you didn't pass, I want you to go to the most elite school, so I'll just use my influence, my power, which is money, to get you in. Which is very sad and unfortunate, because there's a lot of kids out there who are working so hard, studying day after day, working 2 jobs just to get into school, and they're not getting into school because of this situation. It's not fair. It
is not fair at all. And I said something again on my Instagram page. I said, if I had my child apply to this school once and was rejected, I would have sued them. And then another thing is, organizations where these people get jobs, once they see that, oh, it's from this person, finished or graduated from one of these Ivy League, they hire them like that, not knowing that majority of them, they are not even worth the certificates that they are carrying. And then I said this, the lecturers, they should be involved too. The only reason I said that is because they have to pass. They are the one giving them all these courses. Right. They are the one grading them. And you're telling me that a child that the parents paid and said, okay, this is the school I want you to go to, already made all the necessary arrangements. Of course, those people that they get the money, they are going to get in touch with the lecturers and say, you know what, this student. they can allow them to fail, because they have to work. This is like a salary that they got, and they have to work for it, and they have to make all the effort to make sure that these kids pass out of that school.
Right.
It's still part of it. It's like a chain thing. You get the money, that money has to go through process. When you are in school, you go through process of admission, of sitting for exams, going to classes, sports, and you see all these children going for sports, going for gymnastics, going for Olympics. Their parents pay for all these sports. They don't even attend it. In fact, you have no idea how upset I was when I heard this news. Because I feel so bad for the children of the poor who doesn't have this opportunity, who doesn't have the money, who doesn't know anybody. Even in organization, you have to know this person to know that person before they can hire you. And at the end of the day, they'll say, oh, at least they went through interview process.
Exactly.
And then you see some people that you work with, and then you begin to wonder, how did this person get this job?
It's not easy. It is so hard, to get into school, especially the top elite schools. You have to work hard, and I don't understand
but
why.
There are people that are working hard. They really merit it. And you see these children, when they get to their college time, they are so scared to apply to this schools, because they already have the mindset
that they're not gonna pass.
They're not gonna pass,
and they're not gonna have money, so there's no way I'm gonna get in. So they're like, you know what? Forget about school. I'm just gonna get a job and just move on with my life, which is very sad. It's very, 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 very sad.
And these schools are there for everybody. And then you come up and say equal opportunity employer. There's no discrimination. That is the discrimination of the highest order, where however you want to put it.
Right. Because of money. It's just greed.
Poor people are being oppressed too much. Too much. The police will oppress the poor people. The government will oppress the poor people. The riches will oppress the poor people. Even the poor will oppress the poor.
Exactly. That is so true. It's very sad. Before I even heard about it, my daughter was the one who told me about it. I was like, what? Are you serious?
Yes.
She's like, yes. And she's like, no, I'm so scared. I'm like, why? She's like, because if I don't pass or something, then they might kick me out. I was like, no. And then I saw the news and I was like, wow, this is really
the fear
true. What's really going on?
Yeah, this is the fear they put in these children.
Right, they make it so hard. Not only children, because adults, we go to school too, so it's really hard. True. Like, you study so hard, and it's like you waste your time, and then it shatters your confidence, because you're like, oh, you know what, maybe I'm not good enough, and
I can never get into Oxford. I can never get into Columbia University. I can never get
Harvard.
to Yale, Harvard.
Right.
And then they make it sound like, oh, all those university, you have to have like 5 points before you can get there. No, you have to have money.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to.
That is what it comes to, money. You have to have money. So the school stands for the money after all.
Exactly.
Not the education, not the brain.
Exactly.
Not how smart you are.
Right.
Because all these things, that is what it boils down to.
As far as I'm concerned, Toy, as far as I'm concerned,
I'm so upset. I am so upset.
As far as I'm concerned, when it comes down to colleges or universities, your job is not going to ask you what university or what school you went to. Do you have a master's degree? Yes. It's all the same thing.
No, Kathy.
I
do not agree with you, because everything says it in your resume. They look at your resume, and your resume says it all. These schools, this is why they said the most highest school you go to stays on top. I'm telling you.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
If you get a degree from,
if it doesn't matter before, now it matters now.
And somebody else gets a degree from, say,
Yale or Harvard,
it's the same degree.
It is the same degree. But let me tell you, they sell these universities. I'm telling you. They sell this university. If I go to Yale and you go to Rutgers University, if I put my resume out there, I'm telling you that I will get job before you. Even we study the same thing. This university stands for the name, but after all, now the news is making us to know that it doesn't stand for the name. It stands for the money.
Exactly. So now I know that employers all the employers, they know now that, listen, all these people that you're hiring from Yale,
from Columbia, Oxford, Harvard,
and all these, it's all a scam, it's all fake. And they have no idea what they're doing.
And you see
they
how
actually buy their degree.
Yes.
They didn't work hard for it. You know what I mean?
And now you see how all these people, all the children, they're on YouTube and making so much money.
Yeah.
And they're even bragging about, oh, I went to this school, I graduated from this school. No, you did not. And then one of the child came up on tweets and said, I am so ashamed that my parents made me to be involved in something like this and never give. No, you know that he wasn't aware. Yes, you're aware.
Yes, you're aware. You knew.
You knew.
You knew you did not pass.
You knew you did not merit
yourself. Exactly.
You knew you did not sit for that SAT. You knew it.
Exactly.
So don't tell me, come up with cock and bull story and telling me I didn't know, I wasn't aware. Yes, you are aware. Yes, you knew. Your parents paid for you to get all these things. And now I feel like all those people, their certificate should be revoked. Period.
I think so too. Yeah.
I think they should get all their certificate back.
They should be revoked.
Because
if you want it, go work for it. Just like everybody else. You know,
go work for it.
Do you think it's easy to be staying up at night, studying, reading, no sleep?
They don't stay up at night. They show all their parties, all
exactly
the
my
stupid
point.
things they do on YouTube.
It's crazy. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
It is.
And yet they talk about third world country. You know, how?
It happens.
Well,
a parent paid $500,000. One of the parents, $500,000. Woo! They should give me that money.
I know, right?
I won't be in this country. I will go back to Nigeria and I will triple the money, and I'll come back and say, here is the $500,000. Thank you, because I have worked hard on top of your money. Because this money is wasted anyway at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Because they paid this $500,000 for these children that don't even go to the class.
They don't go to class.
And then you know what? And then you begin to feel like, oh, at least they're children of celebrities, at least they're doing good. They went to school, they're doing good for themselves. No, they are buying everything with money.
Everything is money. The opportunities is money. It's who you know.
It's who you know.
You know, who you know will give you the opportunity to get a job, you know, or a contract or something. It's not fair.
It is not fair. It is not fair.
So.
This is why it's so hard for the children of the poor to make it out there. Exactly. And then you begin to wonder, what am I doing wrong? What else do I need to do that I've not done? You know? Well, we're just going to encourage our viewers, don't be discouraged. They will be put to the law. And I know that the rest of them that are still hiding out there, they will be brought out.
Exactly.
So don't be discouraged. Keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing. And the reward is coming. Ignore those ones. All right, this brings us to the end of the topic. I'm Toyin.
And I'm Kathy. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our videos. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.